Violent crash involving a freight train in Carbon County earlier today.
And it was all caught on tape. Take a look for yourself. This man was working near the train tracks, and he captured this crash from his cell phone. As you can see, the train came through and smashed into a truck that was on those tracks. Amy Nay is covering this story. And Amy, you spoke with the man who saw this all unfold.
I did. Mark and Shauna, a pretty amazing bit of video, in fact, that you were just watching there at home. Pretty amazing. Now, the man who was working right here next to the train tracks, a field tech, he's from the Valley, was on assignment here in Wellington, a little town just east of Price. When he said he heard the train and he thought, my little boy would like to see this. He said his little boy loves Thomas the Train, you know, the cartoon character. So he pulled out his iPhone. He couldn't believe what happened next. A massive collision, as you mentioned, all caught on tape.
Pretty intense. It's not every day you see a train collision.
James Wood describing the train collision he witnessed just steps away.
It was surreal. I mean, I stood there, you know, I mean, it's like, is this really happening in front of me?
He was standing right here working on a generator when he heard the train, got out his phone, and then recorded what happened next. You can see the truck here making a right turn after stopping at that stop sign when Wood turns his camera to the massive freight train, whistle blowing when the two collide.
When it hit the truck, it sounded like dynamite.
Wood, a Sandy resident here on assignment, says he was going to record this train for his 4-year-old son.
So I was expecting that I'd go home and say, you know, here, son, you know, here's a little video I shot of a train today. How do you like it, you know? And I was not expecting that.
It was a pretty good accident that two people walked away from.
Wellington Police Chief Lee Berry says the two guys in the truck work for the Price River Water Improvement District with a facility just down the road, and they say they just didn't see it.
If you go over the same set of tracks numerous times in a day, you might not look as good as you should.
And you can see their truck was destroyed, but the cab somehow remained intact.
It totaled the 10-wheel semi-truck they were in. Tore the racks off of the back and tanks and threw it 40 feet, spun it around. It was a good crash.
And the chief tells me in his 30-plus years of experience, he's seen a lot of train accidents, most of them sadly end with a number of fatalities. He says these two guys are very lucky. I understand they both were able to pull themselves out of that cab and walk away, refusing any medical attention. Now, you can see behind me some of the crews. They're actually picking up the pieces. They just finished cleaning up this accident that happened around 11 o'clock this morning. They had to reinstall a signal. That was the only real damage left behind here at the scene. Of course, things could have been a lot worse. Mark and Shauna.
All right, Amy, thanks.